Hey guys, welcome to CryptoReality. Please be advised I'm not your financial advisor and everything I'm gonna say here is based on the charts. Please give me a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for me for more updates. And that makes things simple. Let's dive in right now. Okay, XRP US dollar. This is your weekly time frame. Okay, first of all, I'm just trying to tell you this in my past videos. We failed to break things up, right? 20 EMA is gonna cross your 50 EMA. There's no stopping it. Okay, we're on the verge of a bear market. We are in a bear market. Why don't people sink it in? I don't know if it's short-term bear market or a long bear market. Okay, even all the good news, it's still dumping. But I'm not saying that we're done, right? I'm calling for a short-term bear market in here. Maybe this time is different though, but the bear market will eventually happen. Look at this scenario here. Okay, I'm gonna explain this to you. Okay, look at this green candle here. Look at your MACD. Same at this candle here. Can't you see that? This green candle over here. Right, this green candle over here. Look at your MACD here. Before this massive dump, it will retest your 200 EMA. Let's make it simple. Alright, it's gonna retest your 200 EMA. Alright, before it bounces off to the upside again. And everyone's gonna get trapped because they think that the bull market will continue. So I was just saying that we're going to drop in here at your 1.45, 1.4, whatever area that is. All I want to say that we're going to retest this 200 EMA, this red line here. Okay, we're gonna retest that before some bounce off to the upside. And everyone's gonna get trapped in there. This one is gonna go chop sideways, and then the bear market continues. So that's what my idea in here. So the question is, what's that point of view? Okay, here's your 200 EMA, might be, yep, your 1.4, or even here, yep, 1.42. you see that it aligns in here, right? It aligns in this drop. Okay, and where's gonna be your rebound thing? It's gonna be in here, your 20 EMA. I'm gonna put it right here, there. Okay, and as you can see there, that's 2.47. okay, it also aligns with somewhere around in this region. All right, this region areas here. Okay, maybe that's my point of view in here. So let's make a path in here. Okay, so we can go low here, we can go pump in here, and then I don't know what happens next there. Okay, that to me is my possible likely scenario. How can I say that? Because it's in the past, right? This one. Okay, don't get hyped guys because of it can explode new all-time highs. Yeah, unless it happens, then it happens, right? Then eventually we're going to the moon if that happens. But unless we're staying in here levels, don't get hyped. Say realistic. I'm not creating fun in here, okay? What did I say? Short-term bear market. Because if we break this, for example, that if we break this to the upside, then we're gonna see an all-time high again. It all depends how strong the rebound it is. Okay, maybe this one is wrong unless we break this resistance line here, but we have a lot of resistance, right? Don't forget that your monthly time frame printed a monthly dot cross in your MACD. And look what happened every time it crosses. Right, this is your cross. Your candlestick touches the 50 EMA. Okay, this crosses. This December will print that it will touch this 50 EMA, which is will align to your 1.42 level area again. Okay, and then what comes next in here? We try to rebounce back up here. So we try to gonna rebounce back up here. I don't know if it's going to reach this 2.47, right? Because maybe it's going to be stopping here where we are right now, $2, and now it's gonna be a resistance, right? Because this one is a nice support, right? This one is a nice support then. So what if we printed like go down here? We try to bounce up here, but eventually it will got rejected to this. Okay. So it doesn't matter the price. That matter most is this EMAs that serves as your support or resistance in here. Okay, this is your monthly time frame. So let's go back to weekly time frame here. I'm not creating FOD in here. I just want us to be prepared for the possible scenarios. Okay, what's the news in here? It is update. Okay, I don't think so that XRP is in the green volume. Okay, now let's go back to your US dollar dominance in here. Okay, as you can see here, inverse head and shoulder is still at play. Okay, your MACD is sloping to the upside, which is nice, but look at this candle here, this pattern here. There's some retrace before the massive pump, so I am waiting for that. Now let's gonna use Fibonacci extensions in here so we can see the potential retrace in here. This low to this top, we're gonna reach this 0.5 level of Fibonacci extensions. So if we're gonna do that right now, right here, let's use these fibs from this low to this high. We're gonna get this around, alright, this is your low, I guess this is your low, because we have a spike off there. This is your top, perfectly aligned, and as you can see here, this is your 0.5 area. Okay, that's gonna be your 5.35 level area. So I was just thinking that we can have some more pumps in here, and we're gonna reach that 1.4 level for XRP, and then we're gonna dump in here and then create and reach that retracement level high for XRP and come back up, double bot, double top, and then retrace and then go up. Okay, this is US dollar dominance possible scenarios. I was just trying to mimic this one. Okay, I'm just trying to mimic this one. Look at your daily time frame in here. Okay, it looks like we're gonna create something in here. Look at this. I don't know if it's gonna break here or it's going down. It does, I don't know. It all depends on how the market reacts. Then we predict the possible outcomes. Okay, because if this happens, we pump here excuse me, and eventually XRP are going to hold it. Okay, we're going to hold this. Of course, we're gonna create some lows here. I'm gonna come back low here so we can have this, right? That's a possible scenario there. and then your US dollar dominance will come back down in here, and I hope it breaks. I hope it breaks to the downside though, because if that happens, we can come back, rebound more higher than we expect, right? If that happens. But if not, right, if not, then I'm gonna expect this, just like that, my target. Okay, so if it didn't break, it continued to go higher, then you know what's gonna happen to our crypto market, yeah, right? After that, we're gonna come back down. That's the collaboration for both. So you have to watch those levels for US dollar dominance and XRP versus US dollars, right? So I don't want to hype, I don't want to lose control in here. I just want us to plan our trades and look for possible outcomes in here. Okay, let's go on now to your Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks like it's going to go a double top, just like what we did in your past. Okay, this one is a messy chart right there. Okay, let's make it simple. See this one, this pattern here, we're just printing it right now. So I was still thinking we're still holding this 100 EMA, right? This orange line, we're still holding it like a boss in here. So what you see here, a chip chop sideways, creating this bear flag before the continuation to the downside. So what are we gonna do in here is that I hope we hold this 100 EMA. Okay, so we're gonna go chip chop sideways here while we're gonna reach this 20 EMA, which is around 104,000, right? Before we go dump. And eventually, if that happens, you're gonna see a head and shoulders pattern in here before your dump for the bear market. Unless we get past through this, or we stay above here, then expect an all-time high. Okay, and let's gonna talk about that in that case. Okay, so I hope you learned something in here. Please give me a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to comment here. I appreciate all your comments, good or bad. God bless, stay healthy, do your own research, always plan your trades. Bye bye.